Hey guys, Joe here, and here we are in a new video, and this video is going to be talking about the top 5 tricky characters to fight in Super Smash Bros. 4. Now these are all characters that are very hard to fight, especially for new players, and can even be a little bit tricky for players that are a little bit more veterans to the game. Now this title was recommended by PixelKira6 on just Google, pretty much in the comment section below. And if you want yourself to be mentioned in a future video, or if you just have an idea for a future type of top 5, make sure to tell me in the comment section below. I'll make sure to mention your name. With all that said though, let's get this video started about the top 5 tricky characters to fight in Super Smash Bros. 4. To fight a Toon Link, you have to get into an entire different state of mind. It won't usually be your normal hit and keep fighting strategy. That can be kind of weird to get used to. You just kind of have to learn how to beat his projectiles. He can space really easily with his bombs, boomerangs, and arrows from very far away, and even his air, and make it really hard to get in. Also, a huge problem is that he can just throw his bomb upwards and create a wall in front of him and on top of him. And if you try to punish him with a grab or something, then he'll immediately punish you from the bomb from above, and he'll just hit you and do a lot of damage. Now, he does have a lot of things going for him, but if you do figure out this match out, you can actually turn it into something a bit more manageable. What you'll really want to do against most characters like this is try to learn how to perfect shield his projectiles, and then jump in for a nair or grab depending on which is faster for your character. Once you're close in, he really can't do way too much except for nair, but even his nair isn't very good, so you'll be able to rack up a ton of damage against him, and getting in is just what you'll have to do. The main things that makes a good Toon Link hard to fight is the fact that he has a ton of damage and a ton of spacing, but you can also learn how to catch his bombs, which is a really good way to just counter it. After you catch his bombs, you can just log them back at him, and allow yourself an easy way to get back into his tent. Once again, Villager is a very good far-range zoner type guy that excels at keeping you away, but the problem about Villager is that he also has some pretty good close-range moves to boot, mostly his tilt attacks. Now, a lot of the time, a good Villager will just plant a tree and then hide next to it, and then it's their turn to move. Some of the options are either to run past it, jump over it, or wait for it to disappear. They usually spam his side B, nair, and fair to also keep distance, and it'll just be really hard to get in, but what can you do about it? Well, basically what you'll need to do is get up close in his face by jumping over his tree, or perfect shielding the gyro, and then going in for a grab or the shield button. The problem about Villager is that he really can't grab you, because his grabber is really slow, so you can just run up and shield, and if he tries to grab you, it's really easy to dodge it and then punish him. Or if he tries to hit you, you're of course just shielding it. He could try to go for a down tilt or F tilt, but a quick power shield will also quickly stop this, and then once again let you go in for the grab, and the grab is just one thing that really helps you beat a Villager. Sheik is one of, if not the strongest pick in the competitive game series right now for Super Smash 4, and this really makes her a really hard person to counter. She has needles to stop from far range, almost no lag on a lot of her moves, amazing grab follow-ups, and even some of the okay kill options. Maybe not the best, but they are pretty good. A good Sheik will always try to poke your shield and get in a few hits and then retreat or just go in for the grab. If they retreat, you really can't do way too much, but if you do see them going in for the grab, then you can either try to grab them first or just jab them. Now the problem is that if you do read this a little bit too early, you could easily get hit by the Sheik for free just by her forward air, which has like 0 lag. Sheik has a really small amount of counterplay and is extremely strong, just really tricky to play against, which is why she's so good. Only a few characters really do great against Sheik, or just kinda good against her, that being Diddy, Pit, Xerxu, Samus, and Kirby. They all do pretty well versus her. There are some other characters, but these are some that I think do especially well versus Sheik compared to the other people in the cast. To an average person, Rob seems like a pretty easy person to beat. I mean, he's kinda combo food, a pretty slow recovery, and a projectile that takes some time to charge. But once you get the chance to fight a highly skilled Rob, your opinion will quite quickly change. Rob is a character with very few bad matchups, and even some equal matchups. You could say he has pretty much all equal matchups, and he pretty much has the ability to beat almost everybody in the entire game. He has fast tilts, pretty good combos, and a kill confirmed throw with some of the best projectiles in the game, and the best one in my opinion, that being the gyro. Now the thing about him that really lets you easily space is the gyro, that you can just throw it out and throw it out over and over again. The thing about it that makes it so good though is that if they do happen to perfect shield the gyro, it'll disappear, and then Rob can actually instantly throw another one. This gets rid of a lot of the counterplay strategies that there would be for other characters, and really there isn't that much counterplay to the gyro if you do perfect shield it. Other than that, he also has a great nair that has great frame data and can be kind of spam similar to Shulk, and finally all of his smash attacks are very fast and somewhat powerful. The robot is really good and a ton of a force to be reckoned with. As for number 1, once again I had to give it to the annoying hedgehog himself, the "you're too slow." I don't even know. Now I see a lot of people having huge problems with Sonic, and it's easy to see why. His side B goes through most things, and he can easily time out, and it's pretty much impossible to gimp him. And also he does huge damage, not to mention his amazing speed. He just has so much annoying and good things. All these add up to create a super strong character, but he does have some downfalls. For one, he has no projectiles. and that means that you can pretty easily camp him. Now at first it may seem kinda hard to camp him considering his spin dash and his speed, but really all you need to do is throw one where spin dash would go if he jumped, and just throw another one where his running would go, and it pretty much stops all of his approaches. People like Rob can do this with ease and stop basically any approach by Sonic, other than a direct overhead approach, which doesn't happen way too often. Also, a thing about a lot of his moves is that a lot of moves will actually clank with Sonic's side B, like most jabs and tilts in the game, but of course he can just hit once again after they clank. The Sonic matchup is really hard to learn and will take a lot of time, but once mastered, it can become slightly less problematic. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, make sure to like, comment down below what your ideas for future videos are, and I'll of course mention your name in a future video, and subscribe. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.